mounting a Griffin Glass Tools marver to the Bethlehem stacks torch. Right here is the fasteners that come with your marver. There's two longer set screws, two nuts, and a Phillips head screw, which does most of the clamping to hold this marver in place on the stacks torch. You can have either the top or bottom torch or both with our marver. First step is to remove the set screws that came with the torch. We'll take those out, set those aside. Next, you're going to set the marver on top of the stacks hub, or the fastener that holds the small torch in place. We'll set that on there, get it located. Next, I'm going to put both of my set screws in place. These set screws only need to be tightened just a hair past finger tight. We never want to over tighten these. We're going to turn those in so that they're contacting the torch, and all they're there to do is help stabilize the marver. We're not really looking for a lot of strength out of these two screws. So those are finger tight. Now I'm going to use an Allen key to just give them a very slight turn. That's it. That's all I want to turn on those. And now the other example, there's finger tight. There's just a cinch past finger tight. Now I'm going to put the two longer nuts on there. Don't tighten those down quite yet, just set them on there. Now I'm going to install the Phillips head screw. It's a clearance hole on one side and threads on the other. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Go into the threaded hole. And we're going to grab our screwdriver. We're going to go ahead and tighten that Phillips head screw. And at this point we want to give that a good solid turn. That is the only part of this marver mounting that is actually going to be turned with any significant force. I got a good tight turn on that. I have just a little bit of movement still, which is normal. So now I want to take my Allen key. I want to hold the set screw in place that holds the torch in place. I want to get on that nut, and I just want to give that nut a half turn. No more than that is required. There's a quarter turn. That's plenty. The main goal when you're doing this step is to just have the Allen key holding the set screw in place. We just don't want to loosen or over tighten that Allen key in the center. I've given each of those tightening nuts just a quarter to a half turn. Everything is completely snug. You can see there's no movement. That marver is fully mounted. If you wanted to double check for strength at this point, now that those two nuts are tightened, you could again go in with your Phillips head screwdriver and just make sure you can't maybe get another slight turn on the Phillips head screw. Now we're fully mounted. These nuts are just a hair over finger tight. That's the goal. And remember, when you're tightening those, you want to hold the Allen key in place so that the set screw, which is contacting the barrel, is not getting turned any more than it was when you initially set it. So just hold that key in place, use your wrench. While the key is being held in place, you're just going to cinch just a little bit on that coupling nut, and the coupling nut is what stabilizes everything in conjunction with the Phillips head screw. That's it.